Hi everybody, today is June 2nd, 2020, 4:41 p.m., 73 degrees Fahrenheit, 23 degrees Celsius. Today I'm going to be riding my bike through Manhattan today, checking out how the city is like pre-curfew. The New York City mayor announced today that there is a curfew today beginning at 8 p.m. Yesterday the curfew started at 11 p.m. And I also want to check out what's going on in the city with all the action, with what's going on with the George Floyd protests and everything. Looks like there's a huge group here on 1st Avenue. I'm not about to ride the opposite way of where they're going. I'm going to check the major hotspots that were on the news, like 5th Avenue, Union Square, and Soho. I don't know where that large group of people is going to. All right, I'm going to make a left onto 2nd Avenue here. It was a smart idea here not to drive in, because sometimes when these protests happen, they block up entire roads and you're forced to wait for the entire group to go by before you're able to drive through. So I think what I'll do is I'll make a right onto 57th Street. Hopefully this driver sees me. Hello? There's a business across the street, the Blasket, boarding up their storefront. The wooden boards don't really do too much to the aesthetic value of the neighborhood. Some people say that it detracts from the value and makes things look a lot worse than they really are. So far, it does seem to be a calm around here. I don't notice any kind of like crazy activity with large groups except for that one on 1st Avenue. A lot of traffic on 57th Street here, probably due to this group of cars waiting for the protest group to go by. Ever since the New York State on pause, there really hasn't been too much traffic in the city to begin with. Wow, look at this. Roche Beaubois Paris boarded up their storefront. Over there. All right, looks like the traffic is free here. Let's cross the street. Someone there is holding a sign of the times. There's Lexington Avenue. First it was COVID-19, coronavirus, and now it's police brutality protests. And also on the news they report looting and violence against certain businesses. Wow, what's going on here? There's so much like sand here. Wow. This store is boarding up. MacDougal Gallery boarded up. Wow, all the businesses on Park Avenue are starting to board up or have boarded up their storefronts already. Insane. Look at this, Turnbull and Astor. This place is completely boarded up. Zilly. I don't want to be in the city too long today because of the curfew at 8 o'clock, but I've got a good 3 hours. Dior and Fendi. Oh, gotta go around UPS here. So now, Miu Miu, Burberry, David Yurman, Saint Laurent, Paris. Crazy. All right, let's take a look at what's going on here. I'm gonna wait over here so I can go downtown 5th Avenue. Look at this, they even put some graffiti on the stop bar here. BLM, NYPD, KK, and Peace. Bulgari's all boarded up too. All these expensive brands, they want to hide their merchandise from the sight of the public. It makes them less of a target for stealing and crimes. Trump Tower looks like it's being secured like crazy right now. This is Trump Tower. Look at this, huh? Harry Winston, Dolce and Gabbana. It looks like so surreal, so different than earlier. Before it was empty, and now it's not as empty, but all the stores are boarded up. So now it makes them look even more eerie. Peninsula Hotel also boarded up. I never thought I'd see like business after business in New York City, 5th Avenue, boarded up like this. This is, wow. I have like no words to say for what's going on right now. I never thought I'd see New York City like this. All these multi-million dollar, multi-billion dollar brands boarding up their storefronts on 5th Avenue. I actually saw the word, I said the word was surreal before when it was COVID-19 and it was empty here. I think the better word now would be like desolate. The only thing that would make it more creepy is if there were less people on the streets, but now there's every single business on 5th Avenue boarding up. I wonder how effective this 8 p.m. curfew will be also. Yesterday was the beginning of the curfews for New York City, which I've never experienced in my lifetime, a curfew in New York City. But the 11 p.m. curfew didn't stop many people from looting stores and going into places stealing stuff. Wow, look at that, huh? Saks, 5th Avenue, they got a lot of people outside. Rockefeller Center, look at that. Even Rockefeller Center is closed. They boarded up everything inside. Puma. Oh my goodness. Club Monaco, Ted Baker, H&M. None of these stores were open to begin with. These gentlemen are busy custom making some wood. There's a security guard standing outside Lululemon. What this kind of reminds me of is New York City preparing for a hurricane to come or some kind of natural disaster, but what's coming isn't natural. not natural at all. If something does happen to these businesses, it'll be man-made, not natural. Then again, we are natural creatures, and the reason why there's so much anger and frustration in the world is because there are some things in the world that need to be addressed. People are unhappy about certain things, and that's why people go out into the streets. Barnes & Noble, wow. The New York gift store didn't board up, that's interesting. I don't think anyone will want a handheld Statue of Liberty at this time, or an I Love New York t-shirt. I think people would rather want their Gucci bags or Best Buy. Five Below is boarding up too. Wow. Best Buy on 5th Avenue is boarded up. I think the Best Buy on 14th Street was the one that people looted. I saw it on the news. Crazy. Crazy. Zara now. I think if you took someone from last year, say like December 2019 or so, and teleported them in time right now, they probably like have a insane culture shock and reality check right now. I mean, whoever thought this would be possible, that every other person will be wearing a mask, and you have businesses here on 5th Avenue boarded up, and the city like 30% of capacity of what it should be, even less. Yeah, much less than that, much less than 30%. This isn't the kind of city that I remember, and actually a city that I dislike. I don't like to show these things, but because of curiosity, I have to. Because who knows what's going to happen in the future. We can't take things for granted. I don't want any trouble, so I doubt anything will happen to me. But I still don't want to stay in the city so long. Panera Bread's open. I guess the food establishments, like the fast food restaurants, they have less of an incentive to steal from or cause violence against, because people still need to eat and do things. And food isn't as valuable as, say, an electronic item or an expensive watch, or who knows. Then again, I've also heard that it's not a good idea to steal something like Rolexes, because what they do, the Rolex company, is they have unique serial numbers. And if the serial number comes up and it says that the watch is stolen, the person taking the watch and examining it, like a pawn shop or another Rolex store, they'll actually confiscate the item from you and mark it as stolen property, so you won't even be able to resell it. It'll look nice, but it has no value. All that stuff, it needs to be sold together with the authenticity card and all that stuff. Yankee store is boarded up. Now I'm approaching 34th Street. Empire State Building's only 2 blocks away from me. Wow, wow. I just saw across the street there's a truck full of wooden boards that they're dragging out. Look at that. This bus is turning right onto 34th. Whoa! Look at the Empire State Building. Holy crap. Excuse my language, by the way, but I've never seen an Empire State Building like this. Every single corner of the Empire State Building is like hard to access, or it's boarded up. Well, maybe not Walgreens, but they're starting to put it up. My goodness. All right, wow. So the images are true, folks. This is the first time I've been into the city since Monday. No, not Monday, Sunday, I think. Yes, Sunday. And it was never like this on Sunday. There were protests going on and marches, but none of the stores were all boarded up like this. New York City sanitation truck cleaning up. I don't see any looting though, or remains of any kind of break-ins on businesses on Fifth Avenue. If they did, then probably it's behind all the wooden boards and you won't be able to even tell. But then again, I'm sure that they've cleaned up a lot of the aftermath, like the broken glass and all the stuff on the sidewalks, because they can't have that lying around. People will get hurt. Well, even dentist offices boarding up. Cathay Bank is getting ready to board up too. Museum of Sex is boarded up. Another thing I want to mention too, I smell the air. It's like full of the fresh wood smell, plywood. And occasionally I'm getting like little kind of splinters in my eye. I feel it. Just because they're cutting all the wood and all the debris is going into the air. All right, let's go into the bike lane. I'll take this down to 14th Street and then go over to Union Square. We got a group of people here. What I do hope from what's going on now is that there's peace in the world and all this stuff gets resolved, you know. Violence is never really the answer to anything. Doesn't matter what your race is. We all need to be aware of that. The human race as a creature, we're very compassionate and kind innately. We really don't want to cause harm. But it's just really bad when you have certain people, you know, who want to take advantage of others and do all these kinds of things. So look at that, huh? This is Lower Fifth Avenue, also known as Ladies Mile or the Flatiron District. And Taylor's boarded up. I think all these businesses, they hustle to get all these people here to board up their storefronts. Up, here we are, first case of protests. How many people are in this group? Not too many. They're yelling, no justice, no peace. Bike rack is sawed off, so someone's bike probably got stolen there. Look at this, there's like debris on the side here, broken glass. I hope this Banana Republic wasn't one of the casualties of violence or crimes. I do hope that my bicycle makes it through here and I don't get any flat tires, because that's always an issue with broken glass, you know, and debris. I think I'll go as far down as Chinatown, and then I'll head out of Manhattan. Okay, 14th Street, I'm gonna make a left here. Let's go over to Union Square, see what's going on. Because this was a sign of a lot of demonstrations in the past few days and activity. I know the Best Buy here got looted, that's a fact. Union Square, originally named Union Square because it's the union of two streets, Broadway and the Bowery. But now, I guess Union because they want people to get together. It's always been a hot spot for activity, Union Square. Wow, there's a lot of people here, Union Square. Let's go on Broadway now. For the most part, most people seem to be very peaceful right now. It's only when night falls that things can get kind of nasty. At least that's what's been reported on the news. But I think now that most businesses here don't want to take a chance with anything. Look at this. The Strand bookstore didn't even care to board up at all. There's some businesses like that. Really crazy. All right, I'm in the NoHo neighborhood now, right near NYU. Wow, look at this. They even wrote on the boards here. This one says Black Liberation Matters, FTP. Don't want to say what that means because it might get demonetized. Although I may already just by covering this. But that's the risk I'm taking. One of the things I don't like is me putting in a lot of effort for a YouTube video and then it having it be demonetized through no like action of my own or something out of my control. I mean, I guess I have control not to show what's going on or edit it out, but it's just part of our daily life now. How can you not avoid it, you know? All right, there's a wine store there. All right, what I'll do is I'll go on Washington Place. I want to see how Washington Square Park is at this time, and then I'll go around. Everyone here is like taking pictures. I'll cross over into Soho, which was one of the hot spots for the protests. So a large pothole here. Doesn't even look like a pothole, looks like it has no bottom. So that's something that needs to be fixed. All right, Washington Square Park, I can see from here, from the eastern end, it's relatively quiet. People here are very peaceful, just enjoying the park. I don't even see any kind of organized groups in there or demonstrations. But let's just go around the block, go down MacDougal Street, and we'll see what's going on in Soho once I cross over. This is kind of the Manhattan I like a lot more. I know a lot more. Birds singing, people living their lives, enjoying the park. Not back there on 5th Avenue and Broadway with all the boarded up stores and people wearing masks and taking pictures. That's like something I've never ever seen before. Okay, let's go. Very peaceful Washington Square Park. I think that may be a group, organized group there in the Greenwich Village. Let's check it out very quickly. I can always swing back around to MacDougal Street. To me, that looks like the Stonewall Inn area. There's a lot of traffic here on 6th Avenue. Good time to get some water. I've been talking all this time, forgot to drink. Being dehydrated is not a good idea. Okay, go around this car. What's going on over here? There's Waverly Place and Gay Street. Wow, large gathering right here in front of the Stonewall Inn. See all the different signs that people have. Wow, this is huge. Okay, I don't think I'll be able to get through, so I'll need to walk my bike through the street. Wow. You know, if I go through here, I'll probably get stuck, so I'll head back. I can cover a lot more ground going to the other streets. Just listen to that crowd, folks. That is the sound of human interaction and protesting. I know I'm riding my bicycle the wrong way, but how else am I going to get out of here? I'm just glad I'm not driving right now. I'll tell you that much. Looks like this may be the rallying site for all the people here. Let's make our way back to MacDougal Street. I'll check out Chinatown. All right, let's. There's a lot of cyclists here. All right, I'm gonna make a right here on MacDougal. I'll keep going until I hit Houston and then check out Soho. There's UPS. Even here in Soho, well, I guess this is in Soho right now. This is Greenwich Village. All the restaurants here are boarding up and getting prepared. Wow. Whoever thought I'd see MacDougal Street like this. All right, let's go over to Bleecker Street. Oh my goodness. Bleecker Street definitely looks bleak. Pun on words there. B-L-E-A-K, bleak. The bitter end. Really hope it isn't the bitter end after all this is over. I want it to be a happy end. I think that's what most people want in the world, a happy end to all of this. So far, 2020 has been a year of major challenges. Health issues, divides, economic inequality, race tensions, anger, frustration. I don't think I've ever had experienced a year like this yet, where there's just one thing after the other. I just want things to go back to the way they were, where we're able to go out without a worry in the world, not have to worry about a mask, socialize with whoever we want to, and not have to be afraid. Shop at our favorite stores, eat at our restaurants, go for a leisure stroll in the neighborhood. Now, the world has changed. And I had to sneeze. Sorry about that. I have some allergies, or maybe that's just from the wood. Look at this. This is NoHo. Urban Outfitters. Right now there's brooming the sawdust. There's Best Buy. I think Best Buy is a high target. Okay, we're here at the main site that hit all the news, Soho. And a few weeks ago, or maybe it was like 2 weeks ago, I walked over here. There was no boards at all. Let's see how it looks like today. Oh my. Victoria's Secret, welcome to Hong Kong. That's what it says. Wow. I don't see too much writing on the storefronts. There's something I'd rather not say out loud. Wow. As if these businesses weren't hit hard already from COVID-19. Here's Banana Republic. I know this got attacked. Let's take a stop over here. Look at that broken glass. Currently closed, no kidding. I wouldn't want to go into a store like that looking like that. And this is all vandalized too. Crazy, crazy. I'm curious how it looks like on the side streets, so I may loop around once I get to Canal Street. Maybe the next block I'll go back up, but I am curious. Wow, Soho looks almost as abandoned as it was after World War II. When all the manufacturing closed down here. Bloomingdale's, I think this got broken into the other day. Yeah, let's make a right here. I'll go up the next street, take a look at that one. The more expensive brands are on Broome Street. I mean, not Broome, Mercer and Green Street. And then I'll head over to Chinatown. Okay. Normally these stores were all boarded up before, especially over here, but it may look a little bit different now. Now there's more vandalism, I see, graffiti. And I will ride on the sidewalk because I don't want to deal with all those Belgian blocks and cobblestones. Wow. Move away, birds. Wow, it's so vandalized here. My goodness. Hashtag BLM. Look at what Kendra Scott looks like now. Before it was never like that. Now there's more stuff drawn on the boards. As if it wasn't a sign of the times already. Now we have all this. What's going on over here? Okay, let's go down the Canal Street, check out Chinatown. Well, you know what I think I might just even go into Chinatown from here, from Grand Street. This is definitely not the New York I know. It's sad to even see this. I actually didn't want to come down here today, but I have to. Alright, I'm gonna make a left here onto Grand, go onto Mott Street, into Chinatown, and then I think I'll see what I'll do from there. Wow. Broken glass over there. I did see on Reddit there was a Chinatown fruit stand that was attacked. So that is not cool at all. It looks like a war zone right now. I know the war zone was used multiple times by news media to refer to coronavirus and hospitals, and the hospitals having to deal with the issues over there, but this really looks like a war zone now. This is like hot spot, I should say. Chinatown was already suffering before this because of prejudice against Chinese due to the virus's supposed origins. But now we have this coming on, and to see a Chinese fruit stand vandalized is not a good sign at all. They're already hurt from all this. You know, stage one of New York City. New York City is starting to, or planning to reopen on Monday. But if it continues like this, I don't even think stores want to reopen in an environment like this, where there's violence and threats of your business being attacked like this. Who want to reopen now? I mean, this is really, really out of this world. Well, right now these businesses aren't boarded up, they just have the gates shuttered, but my goodness. We'll go all the way down to Confucius Plaza, or Kim Lau Square. Then I think I'll end the video and start making my way back. I don't want to overstay my welcome here in the city. A lot of traffic on Canal Street. All right, this side of Chinatown looks pretty much the way it was before. I mean, there really aren't too many businesses here boarding up. Then again, it may just be like the sign of the times too. Many of these businesses, they don't have too much capital to invest in boarding up their business because, you know, they didn't have too much to begin with, and now when this happens, they can't afford to board it up. Meanwhile, you have all the high-end retailers like Bloomingdale's and Best Buy and Uniqlo, Lululemon. All of those are being boarded up. Over here, just have padlocks and shuttered gates. That's it. I have police activity here. I didn't really see too much though on my way down here, which is also interesting. Oh wow, people are gathering here right in front of ⁴ Square. But I'll end the video over there. All right, folks, if you liked this video or disliked it, be sure to leave your opinion below. Smash that like button if you did like it. If you disliked it, please tell me why. Let me know. I'll see you all next time, and hopefully this all passes soon and peace will return to the world.